Don't let the old man in. I want to live this alone. Can't leave it up to him. He's knocking on my door. He'll come to knock at your door. But don't you let him in. Tell him don't come back anymore. Don't let that old man in. Well, they're called the golden years, aren't they? But if you're not fit and healthy enough to enjoy life and do the things you really want to do, well, that gold starts to look a little bit more like tarnished brass, doesn't it? I'm here to share with you some suggestions about how you can stay fit and healthy into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and even beyond. These suggestions will work whether you're male or female, regardless of your current age, regardless of your current level of fitness. Now, if you do have some health issues, I'd encourage you to talk to your doctor before you proceed. But wait a minute, I didn't introduce myself. My name's John Ricks. I'm 76 years old, and I'm a kite surfer. But I'm not here to talk to you about kite surfing. I'm here to talk to you about how I stay fit and healthy enough to be a kite surfer when I'm 76 years old. Some of you may not know what kite surfing is, so I made this little video. Don't worry, it's only about a minute long, and I'll be right back. Well, I have an awful lot of fun doing that. You may not have any interest at all in kite surfing, but if you're watching this, I assume that you do want to improve your level of physical fitness, whether that might be losing weight, or getting a little stronger, or improving your endurance, or just having enough energy to enjoy your life. Before we get started, let me tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to ask you for any money. This is not one of those videos where someone drones on and on and on about how smart they are and how many degrees they have and how much experience they have. And then at the end of 45 minutes or an hour, they say, if you just press that button at the bottom of the screen, for 4 easy payments of just $24.95, I'll give you the information you thought I was going to give you in the first place. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm also not going to promise you the moon. I'm not going to tell you that in a month you'll weigh 30 pounds less and you'll look great in your swimming suit this summer. That's not going to happen, and I'm not going to tell you that it is. I'm also not going to promise that if you do what I suggest, you're going to have a body like Dwayne Johnson or Rocky Balboa. No, sorry, that's not going to happen if you're 50 or 60 or 70 years old. What am I going to do then? I'm going to make a series of short videos, each one of which gives you a little bit of information, something positive that you can do, something you can act on so that you can improve your level of physical fitness. I'm not going to ask you to change your whole life. I'm not going to ask you to give up all the foods you've ever enjoyed. I'm not going to tell you that you have to go to the gym every day and spend an hour and a half or 2 hours there. Those aren't the kinds of things we're going to talk about. I'm just going to give you each time one little thing that you can change in your life that will make you healthier, stronger, happier, and more capable of having an enjoyable and happy life. In each one of these videos, we'll talk about one of 4 general areas. First, diet and nutrition, how to lose a little bit of weight if that's what you want to do. Second, how to become stronger. Third, how to improve your endurance and stamina. And fourth, and this becomes very important as you get older, how to improve your flexibility and balance. I don't know which of those things is more important to you, or perhaps they're all equally important. I don't know where you are, where you're starting, and I don't know where you want to end up. I don't know if you want to lose 10 pounds or 50 pounds. I don't know if you want to run a marathon. Well, if you want to run a marathon, you'll have to do a little bit more than what I'm telling you to do in these videos. However, what I can tell you is wherever you are, you can start there. We're just going to take small steps to improve your health. If you're already doing some of the things that I'm suggesting, then well, you're just that much further ahead. And you'll have to wait to the next video so that I can give you something that you can use. I'd like to introduce you to the motto that I have hanging on my workout room wall. It's something that Teddy Roosevelt said. It says, "Do what you can with what you have where you are." So, start where you are and do what you can. If I tell you to do something and you can only do half of it, well, just do half of it. If I recommend something and you say, "Oh man, I don't want to do that," well, skip that step. There are going to be plenty of small steps that you can take that over a period of time will add up to results that you'll be pleased with. But you are going to have to do something. If you want some results, you're going to have to put forth some effort. It may mean that you exercise a little more. It may mean that you eat a little bit less, but you are going to have to do something if you want to see some results. I saw an ad the other day that said, "Hey, if you drink some of this every day, you'll put on muscle while you're sitting on your couch." Well, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. If you want some results, you're going to have to get off of that couch. Let's talk for just a minute about how we lose or gain weight. If we eat more calories than we burn, our body stores the excess calories as fat and we gain weight. If, on the other hand, we burn more calories than we eat, our body takes some of that surplus fat, transforms it into energy, and we lose weight. Well, as I said, if you want some results, you're going to have to take some action. And so here's my recommended action for the day. Reduce the amount of sugar that you eat. Americans in general just eat way too much sugar. And when we eat all that sugar, it adds up to a lot of calories, which add up to a lot of fat. It's pretty well universally acknowledged that 3,000 calories adds up to about a pound of fat. Well, 3,000 calories sounds like quite a lot. But let's just look at that Coca-Cola or that donut or that candy bar. A can of Coca-Cola has about 150 calories in it. A donut about 300, or candy bars are around 250 to 300. So if we eat one of those a day, we're getting between 150 and 300 extra calories that really don't do us a whole lot of good other than satisfy our taste buds. If we can eliminate those things, or at least reduce them to every other day, or one a day instead of two a day, we can easily take out 100 or 200 calories a day out of our diet. And 100 or 200 calories a day is going to add up to 3,000 to 6,000 calories a month, 1 or 2 pounds. At the end of the year, we'll be losing about 10 to 20 pounds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a start, isn't it? So that's my suggestion for today. If you're eating a cookie every day or a donut every day, cut back to one every other day. If you're drinking a Coke every day, well, consider having an 8-ounce Coke instead of a 12-ounce Coke. If you do that, at the end of the year, you'll have lost 10 or 20 pounds. If you think that's too hard to do, well, let's skip that step and we'll move on. And there's going to be many other things, many other suggestions that I have for you too. Next time we'll talk about a very easy way to get more exercise and burn more calories, which is kind of the flip side of taking in fewer calories. Now we're going to burn more calories, and that will also help us to lose weight, but it'll do more than that. It will tone up our muscles, and it will also improve our cardiovascular system and make us healthier in general. Until next time then, goodbye and good health.